characters maximising tail wags?
I just realized that Dinobot did nothing but snore for 4 seasons. Dinobot, maximize! Red Chip, maximize! Dino Black, oh no, which one am I? I told you he was smart. Maximize! And who is Benito? Benito still loves you. Why do you have little husband? Be the weirdest sitcom in history. The Waspinators. What happens to a small Midwestern American neighborhood when the Waspinators move in? Cue American laugh track. Oh, I'm looking for the dancing mic. Yes.
What did you think of the live-action Transformers movies?
The live-action Transformers movie I have not seen. I actually was thinking of something else when I started laughing. And that was the Dragon Ball Z movie. Why didn't they just paint Vin Diesel green? To be honest with you, the Transformers movie I have not yet seen. I wouldn't mind seeing it. It looks really cool in the clips that I've seen. I know people have various opinions as to, how many things should blow up in a Transformers film. I thought it looked awesome. You know what? And it gave Transformers another huge boost to a whole different generation. So good on you, Michael.
Hello, me again. You came into playing Reboot about halfway through season 3, I think.
No, it was just after season 1.
Oh, was it after season 1?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that.
You probably know better than I do.
But you came into it in progress, so what was that like, joining something like that?
Well, it's always a little weird to do that. I mean, this goes back to, our industry. People are like, well, how come you're not playing and it must suck? It's like, well, it kind of works that way. The gentleman that was playing Hack originally wasn't available because he was sort of in mid-move down to LA. So I just got a call going, hey, can you sound like so-and-so? And I went, well, let me hear some. And I went, yeah, sort of. And they went, yeah, perfect, it's fine. Away we go. And they let Gary, that was a fun show to work on. Like, most of the stuff you heard from Hack and Slash was just Gary and I riffing. They have a script, and we would record it once the way it was scripted, and they just open up both mics and go, you crazy kids go to town. I am proud to say that I am Hack. A weird little tie-in to the Beast Wars thing. It was a big process. I mean, people kind of knew that Beast Wars was an important show, so there was round 1 of auditions, there was round 2, there was round 3, there was callbacks. And so we got this thing of the last round of callbacks. It was like, well, you're going to be meeting the toy company, I think the Hasbro and Mattel at the time, their execs. And we're all like, oh, not guys in suits. Guys in suits are lame. So I go in, and sure enough, there's like 3 or 4 young guys in suits being very serious. And I do my stuff, and they're like, They went, as I was leaving, they went, Scott, we have a question for you. And I'm like, yeah. They go, you worked on the Reboot series, did you not? And I was like, yes, I did. They went, well, would you be able to tell us who played Fax Modem in the X-Files episode they did? And I said, yeah, I can tell you that. It was me. And they just all stood up and went, dude, that was you, that was freaking awesome! Next day I got a phone call. You got 3-year-olds on Beast Wars. Yes!
It's nothing to do with Transformers, but would you like to be a stand-up comedian? There you go.
Would I like to be a stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
Dear God, no. I'm terrified of you people. I work in a small room with no audience. I like it that way. I'm shy as hell. Stand-up comics, there's a lot of guys that do voice work that do come out of stand-up. Those are the bravest people on the planet. It's easy to be funny once. When you have to be funny 300 times a year using the same material and make it sound fresh, I have more respect for stand-ups. Those guys are crazy and they're funny and they're brilliant. I enjoy doing this. And then I don't have to do this. Then I get to go home and blow my mom.
Do you still keep in contact with some of the other voice actors, like not just with conventions and meetings and stuff, but like just like maybe bring them up and say how are you doing and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, there's a certain amount of socialism. I mean, we all work together a lot on a lot of different projects. I mean, you know, I could think probably offhand of 15 different series that Gary and I have worked together. You know, it's not a huge community in Vancouver. So we do tend to work together a lot, and a lot of times, you know, after work, people that don't have lives like me, it's like, well, okay, let's go and do something after work. You know, people that don't, but we do get to see each other a lot. You know, and most of the people that I work with I've known for the 20-some odd years that I've been working. So, Dick Gary, poo, kidding. So yeah, we do hang out. We have a really great group of people. We have so much fun at work. It's stupid not to continue having fun when work is done. It'd just be nice if we got paid for it 24/7.
Do you have any advice for people who want to get into the industry?
First thing you have to do is you have to dress like your character. This is vital. Wow. Reader's Digest Nutshell edition of this. There are 2 words in voice acting. There is voice, there is acting. The single most important part of those 2 words by far is the acting side. You have to be able to act. You have to be able to convincingly, even though, you know, like giant flying insects, except for the ones in my room, don't generally talk, you have to make that real and believable, which all sounds very serious and boring. The second part of that is you've got to have more fun than you've ever had in your entire life, because that's what makes this stuff good. The business side, I'm the worst part. I don't know what it would be like over here in the UK. It's a completely different world here, completely different scene. You know, you can do what I did and just get lucky. Find a city and wait for the industry to come. What's he doing? He's waiting for the industry to come. He's just sitting there. I know, he's waiting for the industry to come. Producer's gonna get off the train one day.
Over here, Scott.
So, I mean, if that's any help at all, just go back to training, then find out, you know, sort of where you are, where stuff is being done. Radio commercials, narration. Being a voice actor is not just doing cartoons, it's doing anything. Something just buzzed in my pocket, and I liked it. Yes?
Does the hat ever come off?
The hat is actually top riveted to my head because I have no top structure to my head. I lost it in a horrible weed whacker accident when I was 7. There's just a pulsing mass of green with the one strange unexplained blue light. Is Scott bald or is Scott not bald? But I do have the worst hat head in the world. There. Very few people have ever seen the top of my head. That didn't come out right either. Yes! Stop it! Honestly, I'm ashamed of all of you.
You know the character Venom from Marvel Comics?
The character which?
Venom.
Venom, yes.
What would he sound like if you do the voice?
I think I did do the voice.
You did?
Very briefly. It was either Venom, no, it was Carnage, sorry, it's a different character. On Spider-Man Unlimited. I don't know. He would probably sound like... I don't know what he would sound like. He would sound nasty.
It might be the place where I could use this someday. Come to me, Spider-Man.
I don't know if he would be more badass than that, I'm not sure. Okay, that hurt. Any non-painful questions? That was a bit like Dynamite.